Good morning, students. Today we are discussing about the predicate logic present in DMS. So this is the second part in first module. What are the subtopics present in first module? You have to observe. So these are the subtopics present in predicate calculus. Here we have to discuss about what is open statement, what is open variable and or free variable or bounded variable. And next, what is meant by universe or universe of discourse. So what are the predicates and the types of predicates? What are the quantifiers and the types of quantifiers? What are the rules of inference? And how we judge the given conditions are it lead to the consistency or not. These all are discussed in second part. So first we have to take the first subtopic like open statement or open sentence. When it is said to be open statement or open sentence, suppose you have to take some sentences like x plus 3 equal to 6, x square less than 10, x divides 4. Just you have to take this declarative sentence. If in first statement x plus 3 equal to 6 means if we have to give any specific value to x, then only it will be said to be it will be said to be true or false. Otherwise it won't be specified. That is not a correct exact statement because uh, what the value of x, maybe x decides whether the given sentence should produce true proposition or false propositions. This type of statements are nothing but here open statements or open sentences. Just you have to observe here the definition of open statement. From these sentences are not proposition unless the symbol x is specified. So this type of sentences are called open sentences or open statements. The variable present in open statement is nothing but here free variable. That is the definition of free variable and open statement. Just here observe the sentences and observe the definition you have to take. So it is coming to first example. If it is second example, you have to take x square less than 10 means you have to give any value to x here also. Then only the sentence will be decided whether it is true or false. At the same time, third sentence also the same thing. It is replaced some value of x. For example, we have to take one real number. So you have to take one set like real numbers. From real numbers, you have to take some value to x. Then it will goes to true proposition or false proposition. You have to take some values like 2, 3 like this. Okay. If we give two value from R to first sentence, so then it is said to be what? False proposition. If we have to take three value from R to apply this proposition, then it will leads to true propositions. So here R is nothing but what? Universe. Because we are taking values from that collection. That collection is nothing but here universe or universe of distance. Okay. Here you have to observe what is meant by universe and what is meant by universe of discourse. We have to take some values from one collection set. That collection set is nothing but here universe or universe of discourse. Okay. Next, coming to what is meant by predicate. The part of here you have to observe the definition. The part of an open statement P of x which makes P of x is a proposition when x is replaced by a chosen element of the universe is called predicate. We have to take some element from the universe and apply to that sentence. That is nothing but here what is the condition you have to take by using the universe is nothing but here predicate. So here you have to take one example. Consider the open statement P of x is less than 10. Actual statement, open statement is x is less than 10. Here x is free variable and is less than 10 is the predicate. That is nothing but here condition, free variable on that condition. So that can be written by using one logic. Here logic is nothing but is less than 10 is the part of predicate and x is a free variable here. Just you have to write like that. Here P is nothing but is less than 10 is the condition that can be applied on X. Okay. So what is meant by predicate logic is nothing but here the logic involved in the analysis of predicates is referred to as predicate logic. For example, here you have to take one example. Abhi is a bachelor. Here is a bachelor is the predicate. Abhi is a one variable. Okay. So every predicate you have to put by uppercase letters and variable you have to put an lowercase letters. So how to write it in symbolic form for the sentence is nothing but here B of A means here Abhi is a bachelor. This is a symbolic format for this sentence. Okay. So what are the types of predicates we have to observe here? If any predicate is associated with m individual variables, then it is said to be m place predicate. Means if we have to involve only one variable, this is one place predicate, and if we have to involve two variables, then it is said to be two place predicate, and if we have to involve in three place predicate, I mean three variables you have to use in the predicate, then it is said to be three place predicate. First you have to observe here. First example, Balaji is a engineering student. Here, only one variable is there. That is nothing but here Balaji. Next, he is an engineering student. Is the nothing but here is a condition for that variable, right? So you have to take engineering student is a symbolic representation like S of B means Balaji is an engineering student. This is the symbolic representation for this sentence. For example, if we have to use two place predicate, Anushka is taller than Kajol. What was the condition between these two variables is nothing but here taller. Taller is the condition here. Predicate you have to represent in uppercase letters and A comma K. In between this relation will be applied. Anushka is taller than Kajal. Kajal represents in small case letters and Anushka represents small a letter. So example for three place predicate here, the ball rolled between the desk and the wall. Here three variables are present, are nothing but a ball, desk and wall. These are represented by with respect to B comma D comma W. What is the relation between those three is nothing but here rolling. That can be represented in capital letters. These are the types of predicates. Okay. So next, what is meant by? So what are the best examples you have to observe how to write it? Predicate is in the format of P of X, like here P is the predicate and X is one variable. How to apply negation, you have to use one predicate. If you have to use connectives, so by using two predicates. Other connectives like conjunction, disjunction, and conditional and biconditional, you have to observe and write like this format for the open statement. Okay. So next you have to observe some more examples here. So how you have to put whether it is true or false, how you can choose by using these values. First you have to observe these are the open statements they are given and write the truth values for the following. Here you have to see P of 2 means here in this sentence you have to put here 2 means in the place of X you have to replace X with 2. 2 less than or equals to 3. It is true. So the P of 2 is true for first predicate. Okay. So next negation P of 3. Here P of 3. First you have to calculate P of 3. 3 less than or equal to 3. True. Negation P means false here. False or next R of 0 means here 0 greater than 0. It is false. False follows false for the disjunction leads to false. So second truth value is false. So next third one you have to observe P of 4. 4 is less than 3, so it is false. Or next you have to observe what like this you have to write like this you have to write here this is false. So next Q of 1. Q of 1 means here 1 plus 1 is odd. No, it is false. So next R of 2. 2 is greater than 0. 2 is greater than 0 means true. Here true and false means the entire result is false for the and conjunction. False or false means again it will be false. Okay, so just you have to observe that. Yes, you have to observe that false. At the same time, you have to observe this sentence also. P of 0 means 0 less than or equals to 3 means it is false. Next, Q of 0 means 0 plus 1 is odd, is true. False or true means here true. The final result is true. Okay, so quantifiers. What are the quantifiers you have to observe? So in these propositions, the words all, every, some, there exist are associated with the idea of quantity. So how much variables are participated? Only some variables are participated, all variables are participated, there exist some variables are participated. These are nothing but here quantity of the variables which should be participated in the given sentence. So like this you have to use that. These four are the important words. These are associated with the idea of quantity. These are nothing but here, such words are nothing but here quantifiers. So here you have to observe all squares are rectangles. You have to take some examples like this. For every integer, x power 2 means x square is a non-negative integer. Like this sentences you have to take. For example, you have to take one thing. So here how to represent this sentence in a symbolic form by using quantifiers. For all x belongs to squares means here all squares. X is a variable you have to take and x belongs to S. X is a rectangle. So here what is the symbolic representation for all is nothing but here you have to observe. This is the symbolic format for all. So how to write the first sentence in a symbolic format is like this. Here P of X is means P is a condition, E is a rectangle is a condition and X is a variable. You should write before open statements. Okay, like this sentence. So in the same manner you have to write for every means for all like this. Next some means there exist you have to take for next. So for all and every these two are belongs to universal quantifiers. What are the universal quantifier words are nothing but here all, for every, for each and for any. Okay, in the same manner you have to take for their existential quantifier. For some means you have to use the word as their existence x belongs to d means some variables are determinants are equal to 0 means it is the predicate for regarding to x. Okay, like this is the symbolic representation for third sentence. So here you have to use the words like for some there exist for at least one. These are the example words regarding to existential quantifier. This is the symbolic representation for existential quantifier. These are the two types of quantifiers, that is nothing but universal quantifier and existential quantifier. What are the words regarding to universal quantifier and how to identify universal quantifier? So just you have to observe the words. There exists some, for at least one, for each, for any, for every, all, which with the word is belongs to which quantifier. Just you have to identify and then put the symbol in the given format. Okay. So next you have to take some more examples and write it in symbolic form. Like this, at least one integer is even. Like this, you have to write represent at least one means you have to put their existence x, p of x. Here p of x is means it is an integer. Okay. So like this you have to write there exists a positive integer. There exists means you have to write one symbol represent there exists x. Q of x means that is even. Even here q of x it will be represent. So next some even integers means there exists x, some even integers are divisible by 3. Here s of x is the condition you have to write. Next fourth one is either or, you have to take exclusive or. So next every integer, here you have to take every integer is either even or odd. You have to take only even or odd means even they are given, odd means negation of q of x. That's why we are writing either even or odd like this. Either or means you have to write which condition? here exclusive OR condition. Okay. So what is meant by free variable and what is meant by bounded variable? Before slides we have to take free variable from open sentences. What is meant by bounded variable means in a given formula containing in the form of for all x p of x means for every x that is belongs to uh, p of x can take values for this sentence. Okay, then this type of formula is called expound part of a formula or bounded occurrence. If it is a y for all y, p of y means y bound occurrence. Okay, based on the variable you have to tell like this. Okay, scope of quantifiers means there exists some means only some variables you have, some values you have to take from that set. For all means every value is applicable for that condition. Okay, that is nothing but here scope. Bounded occurrence, x is nothing but here bounded occurrence, and scope of quantifier is nothing but here p of x. Okay, thank you for listening.